Hey guys, Adam from Super Smash Buddies here with a little bit of a surprise. This is going to be my soloing boss characters. I'm going to be making videos in chunks of 5 bosses as I fight my way through all the bosses in the games with this character, soloing all of them. No NPC help, no people help, nothing. Just gonna solo them. Now, for the Asylum Demon, there's really no strategy, so I'll just talk about this a little more. I have made a Pyromancer character because a lot of bosses are weak to Pyromancy, and I'm going to be doing a dex build with him. So I'll be using weapons that use dex, obviously. Okay, but anyways, Taurus Demon now. Not really sure what's going on, but it kind of looked like my thing froze. Anyways, Gold Pine Resin, he is weak to electricity and fire. Then, once you pull him, climb up that ladder, jump down and stab him. Almost got killed there. But anyways, continue doing basically what I'm doing here. It is a narrow passage, and he does hit hard, and you're early levels, so you're probably not that high in certain stats that would be nice. So try to keep this at much of a distance as possible. You'll see that I'm standing back and throwing fireballs at him for the main part, besides the fact that I'm now hitting him stupidly. But now I switch back to my fireball, and you'll see that this, as a distance fight, is much more effective. See, I think what I was thinking here is, like, does anyone really want to watch me throw fireballs? But that is the best method. Just stand back and throw stuff. I mean, equipped firebombs, and if you're a Pyromancer character, use fireballs, and it works out a lot better. I don't think that he can fall off the edge there, but I'm not going to say any kind of guarantee on that because I'm not 100% sure. See, if you get too close, he does do fairly powerful attacks for this level at least. And you see there, Fireball is effective. Okay. And then, of course, cool guys don't look at monster deaths. On to the Gargoyles. And wait for the cutscene. I think I've recorded this cutscene before, so I'm going to go ahead and talk over this. I went and got the Dragon Crest Shield, and I'm using that because that is fire resistant, and these guys do have a Fire Breath attack. I didn't go for the tail at all because this isn't a how to get the boss weapons guide, it's just how to beat the boss guide solo. And I don't plan on using any of the boss weapons as it is. Well, I mean, like, cut off the tail weapons. I'm probably going to make boss weapons using the soul for later on, like fighting Ornstein and Smo, whatever their name is. Ornstein and Smog, I'll just call them. Only boss weapon. Okay. But anyway, strategy. This boss fight is kind of chaotic. They do expect you to use help here, so it is more built that way. But the best strategy is, honestly, cut off his tail. You cut off his tail, then he has no power from behind him until the other guy shows up, which we won't get there yet. But once again, like the Taurus Demon, if you keep your distance, even though this guy is fast moving, if you keep your distance and lob at him, you can do plenty of damage. Of course, always be sure to watch out for that. So here's why I use the Dragon Crest Shield. As you see, it's very fire resistant. Oh crap, got slashed there. Oh, I'm almost dead. But when there's 2 guys, my strategy was to continue using the fireball on whoever was closest. And as you'll see here, I switched to him because he's closest currently. Throw that. And slowly work down whoever's closest, because they are of the most threat to me. When they fly up in the air, back up and put your shield up, because they will do that attack. I went through some Estus Flasks on this one, I will not lie. On the Asylum Demon, I took no damage. But here we go. They both luckily breathed fire at the same time, and it gave me a free out, and there we see the Dragon Crest Shield in effect again. This Gargoyle does not have a tail, nor a shield, so he is a lot less threatening. He's also at half health when you start the fight. So he's not nearly as much trouble as the first Gargoyle. And then, of course, I just slash him a few times to end that. And that is the Gargoyle boss fight. On to the Capra Demon. I keep wanting to call him Taurus Demon, but anyways, Capra Demon. This one gave me quite a bit of trouble. Had a lot of takes for this one. But I found my strategy to be, use a weapon that can one-hit the dogs, because you do not want to be dealing with them for more than one hit. Honestly, you gotta get, if you're gonna solo this one, you gotta get lucky with the Capra Demon, not doing his two-handed jump attack too often at the start. Once you, should wait till I take out the dogs. Crap, come on, kill the dog already. Okay, once you kill the dog, it's just this simple route to run. The Capra Demon will follow you up that staircase that he is currently standing on. There you see the two-handed attack that is quite damaging, but anyways, throw a fireball at him. Once again, susceptible to fire damage, once more than physical damage. But anyways, strategy is run up here. I should have known that wouldn't have worked. Then stand in this back corner. He'll try to get you from over there. He will fall, and you can assault him from up top. Now he will start running back up the stairs, so please do your dive attack before that. Please do. Just do it. I don't know why I'm saying please, so be sure to do your dive attack before that, because your dive attack does a lot of damage. And as you see here, he has the staircase blocked, but I need to go through the same path. That's the two-handed jump attack that killed me many times. I almost beat him once before this, but I wasn't recording like the idiot I am. Okay, so anyways, draw him up here, get into the back corner, draw him to do an attack. Be sure to have your shield up, because he does his two-handed jump attack. That way you can avoid taking damage. This time it's close enough, I just do the dive attack to finish him off, but do that same process over and over. And for our final boss battle here, in a second now, we will start soon. Okay, here we go. We have the Gapeing Dragon. Now, I sped up the first part of this because this boss battle does take a while. The Gapeing Dragon does have a lot of health, and since I'm soloing this, no Solaire, Lord Trek, no people, nothing, it does take slightly longer. But anyways, the Gapeing Dragon is not all that hard. It just depends on timing. When he's in that position, his head's actually quite weak. I just decided to go around to the back, and once again, as you see there, Pyromancy does do a lot of damage, so I was using Combustion on him. Okay, that Tail Whip is his only dangerous attack in my opinion, as long as you can avoid his grab and stay out of his way when he does his slam down before doing that. See there, I hit the head, look at how much damage that does, but as long as you can avoid his flying attack, his slam down, and his grab, you are safe, besides his Tail Whip. His Tail Whip has a lot of range, and to my knowledge is unblockable. I'm not 100% sure about that, so don't call me on that if you do happen to block him. But once again, my tactic was not to get the Great Dragon King Axe, the Great King Dragon Axe, whatever it is. Once again, there's the Tail Whip. My goal was to solo this boss without any kind of help. Here I'm trying to get him to run, because if he charges, then you have time where you can get right back. Look at that, I even tried to dodge that time, it didn't work. Good thing I have +2 Estus flasks. But if you continue to basically stay out of his way until he does that slam down and charge, you should be good. That attack's never dangerous to me, at least. Once again, Tail Whip with ridiculous range. I mean, it's just crazy. If you are brave, try to get a cheap shot in when he first slams down, but the key to Dark Souls is to not be greedy. Once you start getting greedy in boss fights, you're going to die. Bosses are all defeatable solo, it just is a matter of time. If you try to go for that third hit when you only have enough endurance for 2 and blocking, you're going to die. Once you start getting greedy, your time's basically over. Okay, now you can see that I'm out of Pyromancy, so I'm going to have to resume using my War Pick, which is the weapon I decided to use because I found that it is fast moving and does a decent amount of damage with upgrade. I have it to +5. I do not plan on using it the entire game. I'm probably going to switch over to the Psy later, but those are, in my opinion, very good soloing boss weapons because they're light and fast. Okay, here is his flying and slam attack. That is, it's hard to judge where he's going to land until the last second, but it is avoidable. A few times he does this when he slams down and then doesn't do anything else. But anyways, now you'll see I've slowed it back down because we're getting near the end of the boss fight. And I will be having to have the speed and tail to the end. Still going for the tail, not necessarily as much to get the great Dragon King axe, but more of to do damage to him, because his tail is behind him, easy place to hit, and that way if he happens to swing his back foot or anything, I'm out of range, and you know, his tail will still clock me no matter what when I'm back there, so it doesn't matter. Okay, his puke attack, it just is an AoE effect, so have to kind of outrun it, get into the right spot, because it does have a huge AoE. AoE is area of effect. Basically, it's another rinse and repeat like with the Capra Demon, where you just get him to do the same thing over and over, and then punish him for it. As you can see, my War Pick is doing next to nothing compared to my Pyromancy. And there I accidentally kicked, followed by a backward slash. But he'll do this fly up and turn around thing, make sure you're not under him for that. That does just as much damage as when he flies directly over you on purpose and tries to attack you. I almost got greedy here a few times, like here he should slam down, and I was going to go for his head, but like I said, that's greedy, and it's never going to be greedy. Just pick your battles, and I can finish him off here soon anyways, as I will with this one. He'll charge forward, he'll stop for a second, and I just hack at his tail a few times, and I finish him with that swing. But thank you for watching, like and subscribe, and wait for more of these videos to come out.